Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Holy
Post.
Woo! 3 guys at the same time in harmony. We'll take it. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Abbie Spillis, filling in for our great pastor, Father Eric Schild today. I'm co-posting. That's good. I'm a co-poster. And this is a little weird because you're used to seeing him and hearing his funny jokes and singers, but today I'm excited to bring you our Outreach Committee and Ministry heads. We're missing a few, but this weekend was our ministry spotlight for July, and it was an amazing time. We featured our 8 ministries and committees that not only do things here for our footprint of St. Joseph's on campus, but then they go out and they go into our community and help people in need around us, and maybe they don't even have family, friends, but they serve and act as Christ's feet here on earth, which is awesome. So if you saw us in the Family Center, we hope you stop by to get a donut and then also to get a flyer about our amazing committees and ministries. And the great thing is, there's 8 of them, as I said. We have the Under One Roof Food Pantry, who's represented by Deacon Denny and Sandy Sugar. So when we do the food drives with the Knights, half the food goes right around the corner here in Maumee to the Under One Roof Food Pantry and Helping Hands of Toledo, and they facilitate that group. And then we also have our Pasta Bakers Ministry, which is led by Linda Brenner. She is a one noodle warrior, that Linda. It's fantastic. And they partner with Deacon Ed's Returning Citizens. So what they do is each Monday they take the pastas along with other staples that they collect from other parishes in the area, and they deliver good, healthy meals to families that are really trying to get their feet underneath them again. We also have Christ in Us, that is run by Stephen and Angie Kinsey, and that is parishioners helping parishioners, sometimes with a church request sprinkled in on the way. So thank you for all that team has done. And sitting here with us, we have Mr. Greg Schaefer, and he runs our Off the Streets Toledo Committee and Ministry, as well as he is, 5 days out from stepping down as our Grand Knight from the Knights of Columbus.
Right.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about Off the Streets.
Well, Off the Streets, we do exactly that. We help people get off the streets. And so this year, so far, we've helped 250 people that have been homeless get into new homes. And we're fast approaching getting to 600 people over the last 2.5 years. We've helped people off the streets. And we're just blessed at this parish to have so many people that will help us. We have 30 to 40 people that help continuously on different jobs, and then every Saturday we deliver furniture to people, and we get many volunteers. So it's just such a blessing to be in this parish and get the help from people.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then also the Knights, even though they do a lot of things here for our parish, they also still do go out in the community, team up with other Knights chapters and councils. Greg has been the Grand Knight for, was it 2 years?
I was the Grand Knight for 1 year.
Okay.
But really, last night we actually had the installation of officers and Jim Domansky, so we should welcome Jim Domansky. He is going to be leading the Knights for the next year. Excited for the leadership he's going to be bringing.
Yeah, that's great, because along with Rosary Altar, which is another amazing committee and ministry, the Knights are the male version. So any male parishioner 18 and over
Correct.
Can join the Knights, and it's just a simple membership form. Greg Davis with too many G's is your membership director.
Correct.
I just want to plug that in. Big, tall guy, can't miss him in the pews, but obviously reach out to Greg or Jim if you want to be part of the Knights, gentlemen. And then we have this fine man, Mr. Krebs. He has been representing St. Vincent de Paul for how many years?
16.
16 years, yeah. Which
As
is amazing.
president, 5.
Okay. And a little bit about St. Vincent de Paul for those that may not know.
St. Vincent de Paul is a phenomenal organization. We currently have 18 members. We have 3 basic ministries. We assist in creating revenue for the thrift store to help other St. Vincent de Paul parishes that aren't as blessed. We go visit the needy within our parish boundaries and help with food, rent, utilities, and we also I forgot the third.
That's fine. It's
we'll
early.
just stick with
It's
2
early with
because
2.
of the time limits.
Yeah, and it's
I don't understand.
oh, Surrey. Well, then we should explain and help Surrey understand St. Vincent de Paul. The cool thing is, people will call in, and there is a line here at the parish, a voicemail. And so the Vincentians,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Vincentians are the individuals that are on duty for the month. They then assess the need of the caller, and then if it's deemed, what's the right word? See, Joe, help.
Oh, I'm
Granted,
very
if the request is granted,
If
it
it
seems like a
meets,
genie.
if it meets our criteria.
Meets criteria, I would say granted
Well,
seems
but
like
the
a genie.
criteria is so easy.
Yeah.
Because what the ministry is to do, it's to help people in need. And it's better to help them than to pass over them for a reason that isn't great.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
biggest criteria is within our parish boundaries, but we tithe with other St. Vincent de Paul's if they're outside our parish boundary.
Perfect.
Or twin. And the third, I just remembered, my
Must've
wife
been a
will
sip
tell
of
you,
coffee.
my wife will tell you my memory's a little challenged, is we support food banks. So we support approximately a dozen food banks. Every month we rotate around to the various food banks within the greater Toledo area.
Yeah, and that's an awesome point to mention. He mentioned parish territory. When people call and they're like, well, why can't you help me? Well, we have a territory, because again, there's Catholic parishes and we butt up against a couple. And we do what we can within our territory. Sometimes it might be out of our territory, but again, we want to help those in need. Another beautiful ministry that has come out of partnering with Mark Krebs, St. Vincent de Paul, has been our brand new ministry and committee, our visitation committee. We have seen such a need. We have 6 nursing homes and assisted living facilities where people are lonely and they just desire companionship. So Mark with Joe Anselin paired up and said we really would like to see this back here. So we officially kicked off the visitation ministry for
Yeah.
nursing homes, and Joe has been the blazing force behind getting people to have visitors.
Oh, it's so exciting because it's so easy, I quote, easy to help people at the various facilities within the parish boundaries because they're lonely, they don't have many visitors. We know the way things have changed in our country. People have to move for jobs and everything else. So folks are left behind. Their families are in different states. They don't have anyone to come and see them. What we do is we come in and we just try to be their friends. They're just another friend. And we also try to provide compassion to the folks because some days are bad. When you're by yourself just sitting and not having anyone coming to visit you and nothing to do, it's really terrible. I'm one of the few people who can walk into a nursing home and actually get a smile on someone's face.
Oh,
and
Joe.
people who know me say, wow, that's for me. Anybody can get a smile on
we
their face.
smile when you come here to St. Joe's though, don't we? So, but it's been a beautiful ministry that we have fostered because we want to be very sensitive to those that we're visiting. But again, people need people at the end of the day. So if you want to get involved with Joe, please just call the parish office and I will hook you up with Joe. The cool thing is the 6 ministries and committees are within, or not ministries and committees, the 6 nursing homes and assisted living facilities. You probably drive by one of them on your way to Kroger or on your way to go pick up your kids. All we are really hoping is that you can spend an hour with somebody on a regular basis. So you create that friendship. And again, we're really just getting this off the ground, so reach out.
One quick comment on that. Grandkids and kids are welcome post-COVID in most, if not all, assisted living. And they
Yes,
bring a smile
that's a
like
great
you wouldn't
point.
believe. So it's great to have kids, to bring them along. Hours for senior or
For high schoolers,
high
great
schoolers.
service hour opportunity. Yeah,
Yeah, I think what we're trying to do is it's really a short amount of time because you only spend about 25 minutes or so with a resident, and then you kind of move on, you run out of things to talk about. You're really just like having coffee with a friend. That's
It's a
the
great
goal.
point.
And that's about all there's to it. But we try to hook up with 2 people because if someone's sleeping or out at the doctor's, you don't make the trip in vain. You have someone else you can also visit. So you're in and out of the various facility and you see a couple people in probably 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah. And with this just being fairly new, please just contact me in the parish office. You can find my phone number in the bulletin on the website. But I am here to assist anybody that wants to get involved with one of our 8 beautiful ministries, outreach ministries and committees, because everybody says, oh, the parish staff, you're so large. Well, we can't do this alone. So it's individuals.
Did you talk about under one roof?
I did. I
Okay.
did. The food pantry. You're okay. Wake up, Greg. No, it's okay.
No, under one roof.
Under one roof. The food. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's early. But thank you again for all of those that stopped by to see us out in the Family Center with a parish on the rise. Again, the more hands, again, it could just be 25 minutes and having coffee with somebody. You could be helping on a Saturday morning load up a truck for a delivery. Anytime, 5 minutes or an hour is very grateful to us. So thanks for tuning in. Maybe next time the priest will be back in the hot seat, but this was fun. So may I say, may Almighty God bless you? Can I bless all the people at home? Anyway, signing off. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.